Okay, so if you saw my my little speed art video, I had been working on some art for a couple cards for a card game I'm making, and I thought I would just, kind of talk about my card games a little bit. So at the moment, I have a couple pages of notes that I was going to put in a little binder along with my prototype cards. And all the notes I have at the moment, I have a name and theme and lore, and I have some card art and some simple game mechanics. A lot of them like mana, creature deploy limits, item spells, blah, 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 blah. But the name is Evobeasts. It's kind of a placeholder name at the moment because I'm not actually sure what I want to call this game yet. But I thought since my lore was kind of how all the creatures have evolved after like a nuclear war, I thought maybe, Evobeasts isn't too bad. And I also have some simple sketches on the back here, just for the first three arts, like Antor, Stumped, and Phantom. Bugs, plants, and fish and stuff. Those are like the three different tribes that I've been making. And, we're talking about tribes. The Dust Tribe, the Vine Tribe, and the Storm Tribe. For insects, I call them insects because it sounded fancier than just saying bugs. And then plants and fish and stuff. So, like the Dust Tribe, it has 15 defense, and you get 1 mana per turn. And all your bugs get +1 defense. Something simple. Because it's not like you're going to be using all insects in a deck. I might have limits, kind of like in Magic. You only have a certain amount of each card in your deck. You can only have like 4 of a duplicate. I might make it something like that, where you can only have a certain amount of insect cards in your deck and a certain amount of plant cards. So it's not like your whole deck's getting +1 defense. It's just, like 2 or 3 cards out of the 12 that are in your deck. And then the Vine Tribe, he has no bonuses, but he has an extra 5 health. And I do have descriptions for everything, and I didn't put them on the back of the cards because I thought I might save that for when I have, my final designs. Because, Stumped here, he doesn't have his description. He has his effect and his health and stuff, but on the back, it's just the bleed through on an index card. So, they're just little, prototypes that I made. It's nothing crazy. And then, yeah, those are my little tribes. And then the Storm Tribe has 10 defense, and he gets 2 per turn. And he also has a description. And this one, he says, all sea creatures get +1 attack. I'm not sure if I like that, though, because if he's already getting 2 mana per turn, he's already way ahead of Dust and Vine. So I might scratch it out. Where's a pencil? Who needs pencil? Jeez. I'm going to probably scratch that out. I don't think I like that. I do like how it has less health, but for more resources, and more health for less resources. I think I'm just going to stick with that. And there you go. That's away with the boring stuff. Here's all the cool stuff on my cards. So I have plants, insects, and fish, and ocean creatures and stuff, sea creatures. And for my sea creatures, I have Phantom. Red is defense, and yellow is attack, and that's the summoning cost. And, yeah, I already talked about no description. Yeah, sorry. I have a short-term memory loss. I don't know what's going on. But that's Phantom. I think he's pretty cool. 4 defense, 1 attack, and 1 summon cost. We have Sight. He has the Leech effect with 3 health, and 1 attack, and 1 summoning cost. I'm not sure how I want to work with the Leech effect. I might make it to where it subtracts the enemy's attack. Maybe defense. So when he attacks somebody, I might make it to where Sight attaches to that creature, and they just lose defense. So he blocks them off. That might be a good idea. But that's Sight. And then Stumped is just a stump. And he has 5 defense, 1 attack, 1 summoning cost. And his effect is that upon killing an enemy, gain +1 defense. I didn't have a name like Leech for that effect, so I just wrote it down. We have Trapad. He's the other plant guy. He's got 1 defense, 3 attack, and no mana cost. And he has Haste. Which haste works like in Magic, your creature will attack first. So he can play it on the board late in his turn and then attack, and then he can die. Just like a quick damage output guy. We have Lady Bee, like a ladybug and a bee. And she has 8 defense and 1 attack, but costs 3 mana. So just kind of tanky. We have Antor. He's my favorite. He was the first sketch I ever did, and he looks super cool. I love his art. And he has 3 attack, 2 defense, 2 summoning costs. I'm making this. I was gonna make it like did rodents and stuff, but I didn't like it, so I thought I just made it a rock, or I don't know. Kind of looks like poop. It's okay, it's just the prototype card. And then his effect is Sting, which just paralyzes the enemy, which Paralyze is similar to Leech, but you don't attach to it. It just lowers their defense by 2. Oh, and the special abilities, you can only use them once per game, or like while the card's alive. So you play it out, you can't Sting Lady Bee and then Sting her again the next turn. That would just -4. You can Sting instead of attacking for -1, and then that's all you get. Well, for this creature. Then he dies, and you go through a couple more. In Haste, it's the same thing. He can use that Haste ability once, where he attacks first, one time while he's alive, and then he dies. Stumped, his is a little different. He, like, I'm thinking that's more just like an effect than an ability. In Leech, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little stuck on Leech. I'll have to brainstorm and think about it. But these are just my little simple prototype cards. Hope you like them. Tell me if you want to see more of this. I enjoy making these card games. Anyway, this is like pretty much all I have for the moment. Tell me if you want to see more, and I will see you all later.